Welcome to Inside the Mania, where you'll hear insider takes of Tradeblock's March Mania brackets, from favorites to Cinderella story to key matchups. We're going to discuss it all. If you haven't already, sign up and fill out your March Mania sneaker bracket today for your chance to win $25,000 if you get that perfect bracket. But don't worry, there is a consolation prize. We'll give you $10,000 if you have the highest scoring bracket. The bracket is available for the entire month of March, so get up in this challenge. The link is in the bio. Today we'll be going out with our favorites from each quadrant of this bracket. I am joined with the co-host, Dimitri, right here.
What's going on, everybody? New to the Tradeblock family. Excited to get into this bracket, though. Let's get it.
We'll start off today by going into our honorable mentions. Now, neither of us were on the panel of deciding what was going on to this bracket. I took a look at the bracket and I was like, bro, I'm missing 2 pairs of shoes. What are 2 shoes that should be on this bracket?
Man, we talked about this at great length, and I love your shoes, and I'm going to let you break those out, but it's not a sneaker contest. It's not even a sneaker conversation, unless you're talking about an Air Max, baby. I thought this 86 Big Bubble was definitely deserving of being in this bracket, and if I'm being completely honest, this is one of my favorite wears, one of my favorite pairs, super comfortable, but they get a little dirty every now and then, so shout out to Reshoevn8r, man. By the way, all month long, every trade you make, you're going to get 2 free sneaker wipes, 25% off to all of their products. So again, shout out. This is how those of us who wear our shoes keep everything nice and fresh. They do it real big, and we appreciate them and their partnership. So tell me a little bit more about the shoes that I know you know should have been on here.
Definitely the What the Pauls. It was kind of mind-blowing when I didn't see What the Pauls on, I think they came out 2021?
21, I believe, yes.
And I didn't see it at all in this bracket. I was like, this bracket, invalid.
Had me in a chokehold, honestly. Invalid. That shoe was so cool. P-Rob been doing nothing but killing the game over the years, and that shoe was a testament to all the amazing shoes that are out there.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of surprised to not see it as well. My second shoe that I thought that should have been on here was the Eastside Golf AJ1.
Those are slept on.
Super slept on, and I didn't get it. I mean, everything from the detailing to the wax laces, they absolutely spazzed on that one, so that was my second one. What about yours?
Strangeloves fell into 2020 bracket, but the Clivers, which I also think came out the same year, didn't fall into the bracket, and that was kind of like another big miss from the team.
Not surprised to see you with another dunk on here, but honestly, man, slept on, limited supply, so you don't see that one on foot very often, but another great shoe. But I'm not just going to sit here and just be on the judges. I mean, it was probably an impossible task to try to narrow it down. There's some heat that came. Each and every one of this year, you could have probably found 4 or 5 shoes that should have been on.
Oh, no doubt. Like, I'm sure the task at hand was like a lengthy one, a big task, but no.
We still would have done a better job.
It down. The Clivers should have been on there.
Yeah, I still would have done a better job. Shout out to the committee, though, for making this fun contest. I think right now the task at hand is to talk a little bit about these favorite matchups.
Yeah, let's get into it. So 2020, the number 1 seed right now is the Sale Off-White Air Jordan 4s. Personally, I think the shoe looks amazing, but I think it was kind of high. That's probably against the general consensus. But mine is the Strangelove Nike SB Dunk. I think this is definitely the favorite for me for 2020. What say you?
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that. So first of all, this is an unpopular opinion. Might be hot takey. I don't care. I like this shoe. This Sale shoe just feels like somebody started an art project and just left it right there and turned in a homework assignment.
I feel like that's all of Virgil's project.
I mean, Virgil came with some heat. RIP to the man, and nothing but love and respect for what he'd done for the sneaker game. This is not a slander post. I'm simply saying this particular shoe, Sale on sale, with a little bit of black hits, wasn't enough to be exciting to me. But I know the heads go crazy, and obviously the resale market is what it is. But that doesn't make a hot shoe to me. For me, it was the Chunky Dunky. I meant to bring the special box up here, and probably better that I didn't put it in the car. But this shoe had us all in a chokehold. Just everything about it was super interesting, super new. Shout out to Ben & Jerry's for giving us something, and the philanthropic effort on top of that. I think they couldn't miss. So for me, that is something, even though it's a lower seed, an 8, I felt like there was every opportunity for that to move forward.
Yeah, I love the Chunky Dunkies. I got those at retail from No Comply. Shout outs to them. Didn't get the special box like you, but definitely I think
this is a good favorite to pick. If I didn't pick the Strangeloves, Chunky Dunkies were probably next on that list.
Hey, they were taxing. That didn't just come with no love, but hey, we do what we got to do sometimes. So, nah, man, I think we pretty much just killed it on 2020.
Cool. Next is 2021 Mania Jordan 3. Now, it's funny because one of our former employees designed the Mania 3. P. Chef, she's somewhere out there in the interwebs or whatever. Personally, if I didn't pick that shoe, I was gonna pick the Mummy Nike SB Dunk.
Y'all seeing a theme here? This man always with the dunks, but no, that shoe's actually really hot.
Yeah.
For a pretty plain shoe, for the translucent bottom that goes glow in the dark, kind of killed it.
The material at the back where the mummy eyes are peeking out, that sold it for me.
Yeah, there's a couple details on there that make that one special. However, that's not what I'm going to talk about here. I'm actually going to jump into it about the number 16 shoe, the Water Be the Guide. I thought this was still hot, not in my collection yet, but Benbury does it again. This 2002R is such a cool shoe. It's a wild card shoe, so it's probably not going very far on most of your brackets, but for all the heads that know, I don't need it to be popular. I just need it to make my fit go off, and that shoe is crazy.
Neither of our two picks were the number one pick. I thought at least one of us were going to pick that Mania 3 and agree with the general consensus.
Don't get me wrong. I think just about everything Amma touched over the last 4 or 5 years has been heat. I love that shoe. I got it going very far in my bracket. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think this conversation was about who we liked as favorites. And honestly, it's a shame to me that such a cool shoe, what fantastic story to tell, is only a 16 seed. So shout out to the high heat. Not hating on the Amma, but got to stick with
Slade. He's got it.
Got to stick with the Slade. Huh?
Gotcha. Moving on to 2022. I think everyone will agree with this one. The number one seed is the Lost and Found Air Jordan 1. I have plenty of pairs of these just stocked up at home in my storage unit.
One to rock, one to stock, one just in case I get robbed, one on background.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly.
No, that's dope.
But let's roll with your number one pick first.
I'm not even going front. This was off GP. I love this shoe, but it ain't got no business being a favorite. Other than I named my son Jackie Robinson Julius, so we had to come with it with the Jackie Robinson. This shoe is just super clean. I love the material selection. You got the wool on the swoosh. Are you kidding me? The number 42, all the exploratory patterns and words in here. Just bigging up Negro League Baseball, 75-year anniversary. I mean, Jackie was the man, and this shoe is cold-blooded, and don't sleep on the laces. You killing me?
Yeah, the baseball laces definitely sell it. Now, do you like those over the Air Force One, Jackie Robinson?
So I do like the Dunk over the Air Force One. Nothing wrong with that shoe. I'm actually trying to cop the whole collection. But for me, that Dodger Blue is really what puts it over the edge. It's LA all day. Had to come with it. What about you?
I think we discussed this before. This dude's lineup of shoes has just been like Mrs. Bayou Boy. We're going with...
We agree.
The
Finally, hey, let's cheers. We agree.
Hey,
Wow.
There we go. I mean, this is at number 6 on the bracket. This is Voodoo Zion Williamson Air Jordan 1 low. I just think the materials on the shoe, the shoelaces, the stitching, the story behind the shoe is just super crazy. I don't think I have anything bad to say about this shoe.
Not at all. You're talking about a sneaker that's trying to save the whole franchise. I mean, literally, this is the only Zion that I really wanted. I mean, you even got the hidden voodoo. I mean, they really go crazy on this shoe. The design concept was immaculate. Everything about this shoe screams creativity. I love it. It's comfortable to wear. It looks dope. And for people that aren't in the game, I always get compliments on this one.
Oh, yeah.
And for heads that know, they be looking at me like, why are you wearing those? Wear your shoes.
It's funny because I remember when this first came out and guys were like, these are better than the Travises. And I think these are better than a lot of the Travis lows, but it seems like a lot of that talk has kind of dwindled. So
Travis represents what he represents in the industry. If you're talking about just like one-off wearable pairs that I could just put on and feel like I'm floating on the cloud and I look great, this is easy.
definitely these.
Okay, so we ain't gonna do too much agreeing, but that one,
Yeah.
easy. That was an easy one. All right, last year, what we got, 2023, baby.
You want me to start off?
You got to start it off.
Okay, so 2023, the number 1 seed is set at the Pine Green Air Jordan 4 SB. Now, I'm going to stick with this. This is my favorite shoe coming out of 2023. I know some people are going to be like, nah, we had the J-tips that came out.
Ooh, that was heat.
Yeah, that was a great shoe. He came out with a bunch of heaters last year. But no, I think this one is tried and true. I mean, they redesigned the whole Jordan 4 line because of this shoe. Like, it's just a comfortable fitment, the rubber backing.
Yeah, that back tab changing over to something rubber is, for y'all who wear your shoes, you know, man, that old stiff tab was cutting up my Achilles. I don't really appreciate that. Nike finally listened to us, and we got a silhouette that's now going forward going to be the new silhouette.
Yep.
Comfortable toe box. Everything about this shoe is fire. I can't really find much to say bad about it. I actually tend to agree with you. It's my second favorite shoe on this side because I had to come with the Jaritos, baby. Let's get it.
Special box too.
Special box had to. Paid for that one. Didn't get a friends and family pair. Don't judge me. Sometimes the rent is due, and sometimes you got to go get more shoes. So, this shoe is awesome. For those that y'all know that once you skate these, the burlap peels away. You start to get individual colorways. I'm not sure if they're eventually going to make all the colorways. Nike sometimes gets us with the okie doke, but this shoe was really special. Had the game in a lock. I think these two in combination, pretty solid. So, I ain't got nothing bad to say about your pick. I just think mine's a little bit better.
That's fine. They're both coming from the Nike SB family, so that's all that matters.
As long as this guy's got some dunks, we winning. So, I think we spazzed.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. I agree.
It.
These are our picks. Let us know where we went wrong. But before you do that, be sure to go onto the Tradeblock website and fill out your Sneaker March Mania bracket for a chance to win $25,000.
Man, in partnership with some of the most influential people in the game, definitely got to get shout out. And you should check your bracket against theirs, because we got some smart cats out here trying to leave some breadcrumbs for y'all. So, man, we got Brendan Dunn posting this week. We got Tony Mui getting in the game. We got Z Sneakerhead coming through in the clutch. Unbreakable Kicks, one of my favorite accounts. Shout out to Fomer Simpson for doing his thing. Comment Hype and the video that they've got out right now.
That was
crazy. And then the Reshoevinator team coming through in the clutch. And again, all you got to do is take that sneaker knowledge in your head, fill out your bracket for a chance to win 25 bands. And as my buddy Chris over here loves to say, happy trading.